Okay. Okay. Sorry. Welcome. Naganani yen toha'i hobi nu payudi mayadewek. Inumudui ibobwamam. Nukudu tietsu ana mu otazakapa numu duhanin ng kret supidakwat. Nietiete menai mu tokino nagana minu tsunami. Nu pijan num yawanan omina obigana. Thank you. Hayawen aho. That was our prayer for this evening's dinner. I'd like to thank you so much for attending this year's banquet and IAIA Benefit Scholarship. It's an honor and a privilege to stand up here today before you. And again, my name is Shannon Christie Hooper. I'm a Paiute Shoshone from Fallon, Nevada, and I'm a recent graduate of the Master of Fine Arts program at the Institute of American Indian Arts. At this time, I'd like to give a big shout out to the Master of Fine Arts program, Dr. Mario Cardo and Don Double Blaze. And I'd also like to give a special shout out to Ralph Lauren, the Ralph Lauren team. Thank you so much for all your time and efforts, and to everyone here that contributes to higher education in Indian country, especially for the IAIA. Thank you. And of course, I blessed your meals already, and safe travels home. And I hope that you enjoyed tonight's evening. Thank you. Aho.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shane Hendren. No, I'm not. I'm not Shane Hendren. My name is Jamie Harrell, and I've got a big hat to fill. Shane texted me earlier, and he sends his love. He's off filming in North Carolina right now. He also sent me a text, and he said, please, everyone, spend lots of money tonight. Thank you, thank you. Scott Doug. Elias Not Afraid bag. Thank you so much. All right. All right. So I can tell you from my own experiences, scholarships aren't just financial aid, they're lifelines. They make it possible for students to focus on their work, their growth, and their voices without the constant worry of how they'll pay for school. For me, those scholarships meant I was able to graduate from IAIA debt-free. I think of my classmates, debt-free. Yeah. I think of my classmates, many of whom wouldn't have been able to finish without this kind of support, and it's clear these opportunities changed lives, as it did mine. I am a graduate of the Institute of American Indian Arts last year, 2024. Yep. So let's hear it for the extremely talented Geneviève Gros-Louis, who returns us to bless us with her amazing talents this evening. And thank you to Shannon C. Hooper, who provided us with the drum song and blessing. Shannon, as she said, is from the Fallon Paiute Shoshone tribe, graduate with a BFA and MFA from Studio Arts from IAIA, and she's the first generation in her family to attend college. Okay, all right. So, I am delighted to welcome my co-host for the evening, the amazing Royal Day, who joins us from KOA TV, the morning news anchor, winner of 3 Emmys and numerous awards from the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and Associated Press. From the San Ildefonso Pueblo and northern New Mexico and Vallecito Lake in southern Colorado. In her 3rd year as IAIA's co-host, it's a pleasure to welcome back Royal Day.
I like that music. It's very Knight Rider and takes me back to growing up, but I love it. It's a very, welcome song to all of you. I'm just excited to be here. It's an exciting night. We're here to raise a lot of money for IAIA students, and you're going to hear things like you heard Jamie say, lifeline. You're going to hear words like gratitude. You're going to hear phrases like first generation graduate. And all of those things are made possible by your generous donations tonight. This is my 3rd year doing this, and I love coming back every year, building new relationships, and I just really enjoy hearing the stories of all the students. And I was raised by a single mother. It was hard to go to school and to graduate from college, but I did it through scholarships. And I was thinking on my way here today that I was able to achieve what I've achieved so far because of mentors and because of generous people who donated to Indigenous students to help them get a higher education. And that's what we're here to do tonight, to support even more students and help them reach their dreams. So thank you so much for allowing me to be your host tonight. To kick off the evening, it is my pleasure to introduce Beverly Morris, who is a producer, director, and owner of Chain Reactions Productions. She has been associated with IAIA since 1988 as a student, staff member, producer, director. She was appointed to the Board of Trustees in 2016 by President Barack Obama and is now the chair of the Board of Trustees. Please join me in welcoming Beverly Morris.
For that very nice introduction. Welcome, everybody. Ong Ong. My name's Beverly Morris. I'm a member of the Kayalunkan tribe of Unalaska and Alaska. It's an honor to welcome you here tonight to our IAIA Gala to celebrate our shared commitment to Indigenous creativity, leadership, and community. The mission of the Institute of American Indian Arts is simple and profound: to empower creativity and leadership in Indigenous arts and culture through higher education, lifelong learning, and community engagement. Your presence here tonight directly supports the success of our students, tomorrow's artists, scholars, and leaders. I want to thank our artists, collectors, and especially our donors. Your collaboration in the give and take of time and creative gifts sustain our institute. Our alumni and other Native artists are now giving back to our students by creating and donating beautiful works of art. This generosity inspires future generations of Native artists. Thank you for your creativity and your generosity. Last year, we raised a record $1.1 million for student scholarships. Amazing. That was only possible because of your support. Student scholarships are crucial, especially now when higher education is under attack. Let's break that record tonight. I feel it in the room. I feel just that generous spirit in my heart, so I'm relying on you guys. I'd like to recognize the IAIA Board of Trustees. We are a group of 13 presidential appointees. Each brings an expertise and in diverse backgrounds, all devoted to serving Native communities nationwide and worldwide. Please stand when I call your name. Lauren Kiva, Vice Chair. Charles Gilbrath. Joanne Balzer. Matthew Snip. There's Jane Umstad. Artists traveling tonight who aren't able to be here until tomorrow for our board meeting: Rose Simpson, Andrea Burgess, Carl Duncan, Maddie Sayet, Lily Hope, John Paul Jones, and Manuel Weaver. Thank you for being here tonight, Lord. Our foundation board of directors deserves recognition for their dedication. They work hard during the year in partnership with the IAIA Office of Advancement to produce tonight's event. So thank you so much. It's just a wonderful event. Michael Pettit, the board chair. Along with your team, please stand so we can thank you, foundation board members. There are many of you here tonight. Thank you for what you do. I'd also like to recognize for her support Secretary Deb Holland, and Congresswoman Tressa Ledger Fernandez. I'd like to give a special tribute tonight to Dr. Robert Martin, President Emeritus, IAIA. For 18 years, you guided our now university with vision and integrity. Because of your leadership, IAIA now offers 3 MFA programs in creative writing, studio arts, and Indigenous cultural studies. We have a first-class campus where our students reside, study, and create. Dr. Martin knows from firsthand experience the artist's process in creating artwork. He lives with an artist, his wife, celebrated poet Lucy Tapahanso. First poet laureate of the Navajo Nation. Her creativity and wisdom and her support of her husband has also enriched the IAIA community for 18 years. Thank you. Thank you to the Martin Tapahanzo family. As we celebrate transition, we also welcome Dr. Shelley Lowe, who joined IAIA as president on August the 1st, 2025. Dr. Lowe is a proud citizen of the Navajo Nation and brings decades of experience and leadership, most notably the first Native American chair of the National Endowment for Humanities. She oversaw a budget of over $207 million that championed cultural scholarship on a national level. Her advocacy for Native students at Yale, Harvard, and the University of Arizona speaks volumes about her dedication to higher education and cultural leadership. Dr. Lowe knows the power of community and higher education. Her journey from a rural New Mexico community to a position of national leadership demonstrates the values we celebrate here tonight. We look forward to her vision to guide IAIA into a new era of opportunity and excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Lowe as the new president of the Institute of American Indian Arts. Thank you and for your support, and have a great evening, and spend that money. Thank you. Oh.
Thank you so much, Beverly. That is some cool music, I have to say. Gives you time to walk up to the stage. Thank you so much, Beverly, for all your words and for welcoming us tonight. Well, yat shalilo yanashia bilagana nashlin anastasia touchini bashachin bilagana dashache do traba dashanala lo kantel de nasha. My name is Shelley Lowe. I'm Navajo. I'm originally from Ganado, Arizona. I am so honored to be here tonight and stepping into this role as president of the Institute of American Indian Arts. I have committed my career to improving and supporting the experience of Native and Indigenous people in higher education at all levels. And I come to IAIA with deep respect for the institution, for its faculty and its staff, for its students, and of course for the inspiring leadership that Dr. Robert Martin brought to the institution for so many years. I have had the distinct pleasure of calling Dr. Martin, or Bob, a mentor, someone whose commitment to Native education, to tribal colleges and universities has inspired my own commitment. And I want to once again thank him for his leadership and his service to IAIA. Thank you. I would also like to acknowledge the IAIA Board of Trustees and the IAIA Foundation Board of Directors who have worked very hard to help put this event together. And I want to specifically thank Cara, one of our new staff members, who worked very hard to put this all together. Thank you, Cara. I want to thank all the volunteers who are staff and other volunteers who have put everything together and made it seem very seamless, which it is not. Because I got to sit with them in the volunteer room for about 30 minutes while everything was preparing, and it was exciting. And it was nerve-wracking, and people were kind of freaking out, but they were very excited. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm sure it's going to be even more fun next year. But I especially want to thank all of you who are here tonight, our esteemed guests and our esteemed attendees, because it is you who will truly make tonight a success. Thank you for your support and for opening up your purses and your wallets, especially in support of our students. I actually arrived yesterday. I had a long drive from Washington, D.C., and on my drive, I was listening to Brian Graves' new book, Res Ball. And in his author's note, you got to get through the entire book before you hear his author's note. He reminds the youth of his reservation, I quote, "Be grateful for what we have, but don't be afraid to go after more." Tonight, we're going to go after more. So to everybody here, all this more that we're going to bring, happy bidding and good luck to you all. It is now my distinct pleasure and a great honor to welcome Congresswoman Teresa Leger Fernandez to the stage.
Thank you so much. How wonderful, how absolutely marvelous to be here with the music that started out. What virtuosity. I want to make sure that we take the kind of blessings that we begin our night with today, the manner in which you gathered our attention. Can I take you to DC with me? I think we need a little bit of that. So, and in fact, but I want to not only celebrate the fact that we are going to raise a lot of money. I like the way you said that, a lot of money, not a little money, a lot of money. We're going to raise a lot of money for this institution, but I want to take the time to give a toast to Dr. I'm going to sort of cry. I missed the celebration because I was gone, but to give a toast to Dr. Warbut Martin. Oh my God. It is not a state-of-the-art complex. It is another place that you are transported to when you go to IAIA, and the leadership, the inspiration, the groundbreaking nature of what you have done at IAIA. So thank you, Dr. Martin. And I want to toast the future of creativity and learning that we are going to see under our new president, Dr. Shally Low. I first met President Low when she was the chair of the National Endowment for the Humanities. And it was some bad times. We all know what it felt like in that pandemic. And she came to my office and she discussed what she was going to do to make sure that we preserved what was best about America, which is our stories and our history of all the different and unique cultures, whether it's in Appalachia, it's in northern New Mexico, it's in Navajo, it's in Zuni, it's everywhere. And it was that commitment to all of America that made me just absolutely fall in love with you. It's like, I talked about you to everybody I met, and I want to congratulate the Board of Trustees. You did an amazing job in selecting Dr. Shally Low. So yesterday, I was, like many of you maybe, at the Santa Clara Feast Day, under that beautiful sun, surrounded by the mountains. We listened to the drums and the songs and the dancing. And those prayers reverberated throughout us and gave us inspiration at the same time. I have led the effort along with people like our wonderful secretary, Deb Holland. And thank you so much for this, Secretary Holland, of trying to protect Chaco Canyon. Because we know that a molecule of gas is a molecule of gas. It doesn't matter where you drill it. It's still a molecule of gas. But a sacred site, a historic site, 1,400, more than 1,000 sacred and historic sites are found in that area that you helped protect. And the reason I want to talk about that is because we know that we must not sacrifice the sacred historical for the insignificant molecule that can be replaced anywhere. And especially because the tribal leaders have told us about how the prayers and blessings from Chaco Canyon are carried forth today in their pilgrimages, in their prayers, in their healing. And the reason I talk about these blessings and the sacredness, the same way in which we started this meal today, is because I believe, and I know, I watch the art that comes out of this institution. And this is art that is not just beautiful and amazing, but it is imbued. Look at it. It is imbued with the sacredness and the prayers that come out and that are connected from Chaco Canyon to all of those other amazing places across Indigenous America, and they're connected to all of the songs and the music and the dance. And I truly believe that when President Trump sent Congress that starvation budget that zeroed out the IAIA, that it was the inspiration of the art that you produce. It was the blessings and the prayers that are embodied in that art that rallied friends, people here, your friends in Congress, and we restored $12 million to that budget for the IAIA. $12 million. Now, your art is inspirational, and we weren't going to let it fade away because of a stingy budget cut. We still need to get that $12 million in a final funding package, but I believe we can win it. We're going to do it, aren't we? We're going to do that, right? But folks, $12 million, it's $1 million cut. We're still really happy. $12 million is a lot better than zero. But it's $1 million cut. And that's $1 million that isn't going to go into the IAIA to help students from the federal government. We are at a time now, and we're all living it, where we know more is more. We need to do more. We all have to do more to protect what we love. We have to ask ourselves, what is that additional thing I can do to make a difference? Luckily, tonight we have an answer to that question for you, don't we? What you can do is buy some art. You can buy a scholarship. Imagine that. You can raise your panel and buy a scholarship. And when you raise your panels tonight, you'll be making a difference for this institution and the students and the alumni and the teachers and the staff and the volunteers and the communities across New Mexico, America, and the United States who want to collect and see this art into the future. So are we going to do that tonight? Yeah, we're going to do that tonight. Because when you do that, you'll be helping us continue a tradition that reaches back into time immemorial, where art captures hope, where art reflects the sacred, where art challenges our understanding of the past, and where art, like what we're looking at over here, inspires a different future. So folks, are we ready to make a difference, and are we ready to raise those panels? Woo! Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so very much. I'm Teresa Ledger Fernandez, and I love sitting on the board of IAIA. Thank you so very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Congresswoman. And we alums are so excited to welcome you, Dr. Lowe. And we will give you tons of support and also suggestions. And knowing our IAIA alum, Dr. Lowe, those suggestions will be thoughtful and bold and maybe even a little spicy, but always given with love. Yeah. All right, some housekeeping tonight. You ready? Listen up. So silent auction winners, let's see. Your bidder names and bid numbers will appear on the screen. Winning bidders also, yeah. Oh, look, who won? Yeah. Nice. Okay, so winning bidders, you will also be notified by text. And email, so congratulations to all of you who won. And thank you immensely. Thank you. You can pick up your items at the after the event at the auction checkout on the mezzanine behind me, right behind me. So all items not picked up tonight will be shipped. Buyers are responsible for their own shipping. So if you do forget, because I have reminded you a couple of times, but if you do forget, you will pay for your own shipping and give us a little bit of time because we have Indian market to do. Great. And so it is now my great pleasure to welcome back Geneviève Groslowy and introduce our own IAIA student, Brianna Braveheart, while you enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much. See you in a bit.
In every nation, in every clan, the elder to a person, whether a woman or a man, share a common truth, one truth to understand, that the spirit of the people is equal to the spirit of the land. The mother of us all, the sacred Mother Earth, is constant in her giving and perpetual in her birth. She conceives the summer showers and spawns the winter snow. In every nation, in every clan, the elder to a person, whether a woman or a man, share a common truth, one truth to understand, that the spirit of the people is equal to the spirit of the land. The mother of us all, the sacred Mother Earth, is constant in her giving and perpetual in her birth. She conceives the summer showers and spawns the winter snow. She generates the dreams and makes the fire glow. And in every creature, whether large or small, she buries a gem of wisdom in them all. And in every grain of sand, she plants the knowledge of the power of the land. And those who honor her creation and acknowledge her grand design, she gives the template of the sacred in the pattern of the divine. And then, with this certain knowledge, this to understand, that the spirit of the people is equal to the power of the land.
Welcome back. If everybody could sit down, wrap up dinner, and bring your attention up to the podium, please. We have some people who we want to give a special thank you to. So right now, I just want to acknowledge our lead sponsors. Ralph Lauren, Walt Disney Imagineering, Toyota of Santa Fe, La Fonda on the Plaza, and our many other sponsors. Thank you so much for your support tonight. This is all about student scholarships, and to echo Dr. Martin's mantra, we hope to have every IAIA student graduate debt-free. Let's watch this video together to honor Dr. Robert Martin and his many years of service to the IAIA community.
The idea of leader in Navajo translates to warrior. It really means is to like help people and to guide people and to be strong when things aren't going well, to maintain one's sense of goodness, strong, strength.
There's nobody I admire more. Nobody in my family, nobody in public life who I have come to admire or respect more than Dr. Robert Martin.
Dr. Bob, I just want to say to you that it has been the honor of my life to get to know you and to be part of this journey you're on of helping all of these wonderful kids get an education. And the last thing I'm going to say to you is welcome to the club. Happy retirement.
For so many years, Dr. Martin has been such a, has curated such a beautiful evolution of the IAIA campus and space and the empowerment of all walks of life, Native and not Native, but predominantly, nurturing what is the birthplace of contemporary Indigenous art.
When I drive out to the campus these days, and I see what the campus is, the studios, the office buildings, the library, the technology building, my heart just skips a beat because it's so beautiful and wonderful.
His influence is always going to be there. We're always going to know him as one of the greatest leaders of the Institute of American Indian Arts.
Under his direction, our little IAI is now a university. We offer 3 MFA programs. A PhD project is in the works.
He's a visionary educator. IAIA has grown in the way that it has in terms of programming, in terms of the physical campus, in terms of its reputation, because Dr. Martin saw what it could be.
He walks into a room and he understands it, and if he doesn't, he will find a way to, he will learn the room and respond, not react. And it's so admirable that I hope to practice his very gentle and quiet approach,
Everybody always said in Washington that we were a great partnership. You and Lucy are a great partnership.
I think that it still is a really good journey that we've been on together, and that that we're a good team.
I think just to convey, what a privilege and an honor it's been for me to serve as the president of the Institute of American Indian Arts. I couldn't think of a better way to have ended my professional career in higher education than to be at the Institute of American Indian Arts.
I think he's really made probably the most dramatic and the most meaningful impact of the presidents that have been there prior to him.
We're making a mark not only in creative writing, but all of the arts, the fine arts and scholarship. So I'm very proud of the progress that we've made in those areas, but I know that we can continue to improve in addressing the needs of indigenous communities throughout the land. We like to say that being a leader is to serve. I wanted to be of service in that way, if I could make a difference. So that's what I think has been important to me, being in a place where you can make a difference.
I want to thank him for the legacy that he has shared and shaped IAIA.
I've come to really value working with him, working beside him, and looking to him for his leadership. So he will be missed, but I know he'll take my calls.
For almost 40 years now, it's been quite a journey, and a good journey, and a challenging one. But overall, just really, it's been worth it, and we're like content.
Congratulations, Dr. Martin. You have changed so many lives and have made this world a better place. So we appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, and welcome to the club, as I said. I'm excited to see what you do next. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce Marshall Hunt, a member of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, a loyal friend, and a visionary ally of IAIA, whose transformative support goes beyond generosity. He's also an avid collector of Native American art, as well as a gifted artist and songwriter. Please join me in giving a warm and spirited welcome to Marshall Hunt.
Hi, everybody. Look at all these beautiful people. Wow, full of money. Looks like you can smell the money in here. Dr. Martin, man, that was pretty good. I don't know how I made the cut, but everywhere I've gone this summer, something's going on about Dr. Martin, some celebration. Starting to feel like he's milking it a little bit. Kind of like Motley Crue's 2014 farewell tour, wouldn't you say? They're still going. At this time, I'd like to invite my friend, Dr. Martin, to come to the stage, or Dr. Bob, as I like to call him. Didn't hear the music. Yeah, he usually gets rumble. Dr. Martin, there's nothing I can say tonight that hasn't already been said about your legacy here. And so we're going to do something a little different tonight than Leanne and I have been doing. We're going to do a 10-year pledge tonight for $250,000. It's going to be an annual $25,000 unrestricted grant to the graduating Native student every year. And from this moment on, it shall be known as the Dr. Robert Martin Legacy Award. Doc, you got the mic.
Thank you, Marshall and Leanne, for your generosity and your support of the Institute of American Indian Arts, especially our students. And, you know, a lot's been said already, and I'll be brief. I just want to point out again the importance of tonight, and as Marshall and Leanne know, it's the students and student success, and that's what it's all about. And, you know, all of you in this room are part of the IAIA community, and we could even say family. And you've made a difference for our students. You made a difference for the Institute of American Indian Arts. And our New Mexico congressional delegation, Teresa Ledger Fernandez, that you've heard from, they received calls, multiple calls, letters from all of you in this room, and that's what made a difference. You know, we've got the history, we've got the mission, the compelling mission, we've got the graduates, we've got the students that are so talented and creative. It's going to be difficult to zero us out without a reason with the history that we have. But I think people in Washington still need to hear from the community, and that's what's made a big difference for us as we've witnessed over the last couple of months. And so I want to thank all of you for your support and success. And as Teresa said a little bit earlier, it's not a done deal yet, so we still have work to do, but I know that you'll continue to support us, and we're very grateful for that. And as we know, student success is correlated with scholarships, and it makes a big difference for them if they know that people care. They don't have to work part-time or a full-time job in order to pay their expenses, their tuition, and whatever. So scholarships can make a big difference in terms. It can bring about major change for that, not only that student, but for their families and for their community. So I know tonight we're going to have a successful evening. We're going to, as already been said, how important it is to support student scholarships, and we have the model of Marshall and Leanne, what they do, but all of us in this room can make a difference for our students. So thank you very much. Wado.
There's the music. It's back. All right. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Who's ready to spend a little money and help these students graduate debt-free? At the beginning of our program, you heard a little bit from Shane Hendren. He's usually my partner in crime up here, and he couldn't be here tonight. And I asked him to also send me a text message. I'm like, do you have any words of wisdom? And of course, he texts me when I'm asleep. I anchor the morning news, so it was 6 p.m., and he texts me. And I'm like, Shane, you know I'm asleep. And I don't know if you guys know Shane very well, but he's very long-winded, he can be. So he sends me this text, and I'm scrolling through. I'm like, Shane, get to the point. So here's his point, a message from him that he wanted to share with you tonight. He says, tonight is a night when each of you has the opportunity to show through your generosity how much you believe in, support, and love the students of IAIA. I'm not asking you to give until it hurts, but a little discomfort is a good indication that you're in the right spot. Thank you for being here, and enjoy your evening. So who's ready to feel a little financial pain for a good cause, right? It is my pleasure right now to introduce our auctioneer for the evening. I am so excited to welcome and work with James Rutherford as tonight's auctioneer. You will remember James from previous years as our lead spotter, crawling all over you to identify the highest bidder. Well, now he's going to be doing a little bit more of that, but he's going to be doing it here on the stage with me. So please welcome James Rutherford.
Howdy. How y'all doing? I'm James Rutherford, IAIA class of 2018, Bachelor of Arts in Museum Studies. I'm delighted to serve as your auctioneer tonight, and we have 9 exceptional native artworks that we are going to sell to the highest bidder. It is a privilege to share the stage with 2 dynamic native women who are rock stars in their respective fields. Royal, I love watching you anchor the news on KOET Channel 7 and also all the things you do in the community. You make us feel special by your presence here tonight. And Jamie, you seem to be everywhere since graduating from IAI. I look forward to checking out the exhibition you co-curated with Cara Romero entitled New Mythos, opening tomorrow at the fabulous Cara Romero Gallery. The iconic image Cara generously donated to tonight's auction is on the wall to my left. As I look out at all of you here tonight, I am uplifted knowing that we are gathered here to support our students and that IAIA supporters are the most dedicated, generous, and consistent of any organization I've ever worked with. In light of the uncertainty IAIA has been living through, my ask of you tonight is that you open your hearts and wallets and bid a little more than you had anticipated on an artwork and commit to a larger amount in the paddle call than you had planned. And let's send an unequivocal message to the world about how much we value IAIA. And more importantly, let our students know that we have their back. Are you with me? Yeah. We have spotters on the floor tonight and bid takers on the phone. Please raise your hand, spotters. All right. So we're going to try to move quickly. So if you're bidding and one of us isn't seeing you, make some noise so that we make sure to include you. Some housekeeping before we begin. Everyone look at the back of your program. This is your bidder number and paddle. Confirm that your name is on the bottom. You don't want to bid with your neighbor's paddle, or maybe you do. I see some paddle swapping going on out there. Winning bidders can collect their items and check out on the mezzanine after the event. You've got to stay till the end of the program. We've got a stunning event to celebrate. Let's begin the live auction.
Thank you, James. All right, here we go. Our first piece is by George Alexander Ofuskie. It is titled In the Thick of It. It's acrylic on canvas, donated by the artist.
I think it's really important that Indigenous artists come to the Institute of American Indian Arts. It's done so much for me. I'm truly grateful to be an alumni at that school. It's given me so many tools to not only express myself, but also figure out a way to create a path for myself. One of the main reasons why I'm donating this painting to the auction this year is because without the support of this auction, I probably wouldn't have been able to go to school myself. I feel as if it's my duty to sort of give back to a community that has given me so much. I know that there are other kids out there that are just like me, that are just trying to navigate the world through the circumstances that they have, that I'm just grateful that IAIA has even given me the opportunity to participate in the auction. I'm truly blessed to have graduated from there. Your generosity is absolutely appreciated.
All right. You're the man, George. George, you've been evolving a style that is just uniquely your own. It's really terrific, a wonderful blend of contemporary and historical work that is truly your own, and you're a rising star in the native art world. So if you don't have a George Alexander painting yet, now's your chance. Let's start the bidding out at $2,000. Who'll give me? I've got 2 at $2,000. Yes! I got 3 at $2,000. Who'll give me $4,000? Who'll go to $4,000? I've got 4 to my left. Who'll give me $4,500? Who'll give me $4,500? Anybody at $4,500? I've got $4,500 down front. Who'll give me? I've got 45. Got 5,000 to my left. Who'll go 5,500? Would anybody go 55? Who'll go 6? Would you go 6? Would you go 6? I have 55 on my left. Would you go 6? I've got 6 in the center. Would you go 65? Would you go 65?
Woo!
Yes.
All right.
Would you go 7? Yes,
7.
thank you. Would you go 75? Yes. I've got 8. Would you go 85? Last chance. 85. Oh, I've got 2 at 85. Would you go 9? Yes, I have 9. All right. I've got 10 right here. Wow, yes. It's a great painting. Would you go 11? Would anybody go 11? Any advance on $10,000? Any advance on $10,000? I've got 10 in my front. I'm going to sell it. Fair warning. Last chance. $10,000 going once. Go.
I think that was
False
a coffee,
alarm.
a yes to a coffee.
False alarm.
$10,000 cup of coffee. Okay.
Okay, we're going to sell it. Sold for $10,000.
All right. Thank you. Woo!
Yeah. Bidder number 529. Bidder number 529.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our next piece is by artist Tony Abeyta. It is an untitled bracelet. You can see Jamie here, our co-host, is modeling it, so she's going to walk around the room so you can get a really close look at it. It's just absolutely stunning. This is a piece donated by the artist. Let's watch a little video as Jamie also walks around to show you the piece.
Tonight is a really great opportunity to support the students at IAIA. As an alumni of the Institute of American Indian Arts, I couldn't have done it without any of this. Everybody that believed in me, who helped me to create the person that I am today, to get me to continue on with my education. I'm really excited to tell you a little bit about the donation that I've got here tonight for the IAIA Scholarship Fund. This is a bracelet that's all about the stone. The stone is from the collection of Charles Loloma, who is also at the Institute of American Indian Arts in the 60s. He came in early and he became one of the foremost important Native American jewelers ever. It's a really wonderful stone. It's actually called Indian Mountain. It's a great shape. This is a tribute bracelet because it really is a reminder that Charles really had a way of creating his jewelry with simplicity. I think it's great to take a look around you and see who's at your table. Look at the talent here. Look at all of these artists who are in this room tonight. And then think about who's out there at the Indian market this weekend. I would say if they hadn't gone to the Institute of American Indian Arts, their kids have, and their parents did. And they're here because of an institute that fostered one of the most creative American Indian art schools in the world. And what a great opportunity to support them right here tonight at this live auction. Thanks for being here.
Well said, Tony. Well said. Tony, you keep showing up year after year and supporting IAIA students in so many ways, and we love you for that. Thank you so much. Just one couple of things to note. This This bracelet can be sized up or down, so you don't have to worry about the size. You can see the wrist it fits on here. Tony's work is in amazing museum collections, including the Smithsonian National Museum of the American Indian. And I see the great Cynthia Chavez Lamar, director of NMAI, is in the audience tonight. Thank you for being here. This is a rare opportunity to get a piece by one of the great Native artists of our time, who'll start me out with $4,000. I've got 4 to my right. Who'll go 4,500? 4,500 down front. 5,000 in the back. Got 5 in the back. 5,500. I've got 5,000 in the back. 5,000. 55 in the back. Who'll go 6? I've got 55 in the back. Who'll go 6,000? 6,000 here. Who'll go 6,500? Who'll give me 6,500 for the tone? 6,500 in the back. Did it fit? Okay. I've got 6,500 in the back. Would you go 7? I've got 7 down front. New bidder at 7,000. Who'll go 75? I've got a new bidder in the front at 7,000. 7,500 in the back. Would you go 8? 8. Would you go 85? 85. Would you go 9? Would you go 9,000? I've got 9 down front. 9,500 to you in the back. You're out in the back. Against you. Yeah. Okay. Now 10. Let's go to 10. Give me 10. I've got 10. 10-5. Looking for 10-5. Would you go 10-5? Who'll give me 10-5? Would you go 11? It's a good number. I've got 12,000 down front. All right. Would you go 12-5? Would you go 12? Go, let her try it on right there. Fair warning. I've got 12,000 down front. Fair warning, I'm going to sell it at 12,000. I've got 12,000 on my right. All done, all through. Sold for $12,000. Bidder number 226. Wow.
Thank you. Our next piece.
Bidder number 226.
Our next piece is by Jared So. It's titled Midnight Moonlight, Native Clay, donated by King Galleries and the artist.
IAIA carries a legacy that is strong. The Native arts and Native art market would not be what we see today without it. I have benefited from its legacy, the artists that have come out of it, generations before me and present, the community that IAIA has created. The title of this piece is Midnight Moonlight. Pottery has nourished me in ways I never expected. It is my job to not only accept that nourishment from others, but also give it in return. When you support a Native artist, you're supporting their family, you're supporting their livelihood. It's an investment in the future, their career, and doing that for students is critical for the Native arts, so we thank you for that. We have a lot of opportunity to make a big impact in this world, and it's important to support students that are embarking on this mission.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Hello? Thank you so much, Jared. Wave at us all over here. Thank you. That's a stunning piece of pottery. It's just truly stunning. And thank you, King Galleries. Charles King, I think, is here tonight from the legendary King Galleries. Thank you for your generosity. All right, here we go. Let's start this piece at $3,000. Who'll give me three? I've got 3,000 on my left. Who'll give me 3,500? I've got 3,035. I've got 235 in two places. Would you go 4? I've got 34 right here. New bidder at 4,000. 4,000, looking for 45. 45 here. 45. I'm looking for 5,000. I'm looking for 5. I got 5,000 back behind you. 5,000 right there. You're out at I'm looking for 55. 55. I've got a phone bidder 55, 6,000, 65, 65 to you. 65. I've got 65 and 7,000 on the phone. Who'll go 75? Who'll go 75? 75 here. Would you go 8? I've got 75. Would you go 8? 8,000, 8,500. Now you at 85. Give me 85. Against you at 85. I've got 8,000 on the phone. Would you go 85? I'm going to sell it. Fair warning. Would you go 85? Any more? 8,500. Thank you. I'm looking for 9. It matches the number on your card. 9,000. Thank you. All right. I'm going to take a leap here. Would you go 10? Would you go 10? Thank you. I've got 10. All right. On the phone, would you go 11? Fair warning. I'm going to say, I've got 11. Thank you. 10-5. Okay. All right. I'll take it. 10-5. Would you go 11? It's against you at 10-5. Would you go 11? All done, all through? Fair warning. I'm going to sell it. Go over there one more time. Take it over there, Al. Let her really. Against you at 10-5. Would you go 11? One last chance. 11,000. Thank you.
Woo!
I've got 11 against you at 11. Would you go 11.5? On the phone, would you go 11.5? Fair warning, I'm going to sell it. 11.5 to you. 11.5. 11.5, thank you. All right. 12. We're looking for 12. I'm willing to take a new bidder, too, if there's anybody over here. Any interest at 12? Would you go 12? Would you go 12? Do it. All done, all through? I'm going to sell it. Sold for $12,000 right here. 11.5, I'm sorry.
11.5.
11.5. What's your bidder number?
Thank you. Bidder 900.
Bidder 900. 11.5.
Our next piece is by Cara Romero. It's titled 17 Mile Road. It's an archival fine art photograph printed by the artist on legacy platine paper. This is the last of a limited edition 10 of 10 donated by the artist.
IAIA is important to the next generation of Indigenous artists because it's one of the only places that we can come study our own history, our own movements in the Native arts, and learn about each other. The Institute has become a heartbeat of Santa Fe to the arts economy and to another intertribal family that pays attention to each other, that takes care of each other. This year, I'm donating number 10 of 10 of 17 Mile Road. It features 4 boys from the Chemehuevi Valley Indian Reservation crossing the 17 Mile Road, which is the long road into our reservation. It echoes the album cover Abbey Road by the Beatles and shows how we have sense of humor, how we're contemporary living people. Your donation today and your investment in the student scholarships will ensure the students can attend and focus on their artwork. It will help them to be creative. It will help them in ways that they would otherwise not be able to afford to attend the Institute. So feel really good about what you're doing today. Give till it hurts and have a great time.
Give till it hurts. I was talking to Jamie earlier, and she said Cara is one of the most shown artists right now in the world. So a very special piece as part of our auction.
All right, it's a rare opportunity. You heard it's number 10 of 10. There aren't any more of these. This is your last chance to get one of these. by one of the most dynamic and successful Native artists of our time. So don't miss out. Just take a look at that. It reads
Stunning.
from all the way across the room. It's just absolutely stunning. So here's your chance. Pay it forward. You can't take it with you. Who'll start me out at $4,000? I've got 4 on my right. I've got 4 in 2 places. Who'll give me 5? 5 on my right. 5 over. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Somebody's keeping you. 10, I've got 9 in 2 places. 10. Look at 10. 11. 12. 12. I've got 11 on my left. 12. 13. 13.
Nice.
14. Would you go 14? 14.
Nice.
Look at 15. 16. 17. 17.
Yes. This is the last of a
18 to
limited
you.
edition.
18. 19. You know where we're going with this, right? Would you go 19? 19.
Woo! Thank you.
Let's break the ice here. Let's break that glass ceiling. 20,000. Yes. Oh. 21. 21 to you. 21. Thank you. 22. 22. Don't
If you're
be
feeling
scared.
a little uncomfortable, that's a good thing. That's where you want to be, right?
Yeah. A little painful, just like we
Just a little
said.
bit.
22. 22. 21 against you. Would you go 22? You all done? I'm going to sell it. $21,000.
Woo!
Bidder number 518. Thank you so much. Stunning. Congratulations.
Thank you. Our next piece is by Shane Hendren in collaboration with IAIA students. It's titled A Container for Hopes and Dreams. It includes 18 karat gold, 14 karat gold, 0.925 sterling silver. It's hand engraved and donated by the artist.
IAIA is important. It's the only school of its kind in the world. IAIA is the place where we get to be our genuine selves and express that artistically. It provides a freedom from the politics of being Indian, while at the same time being true to who we are as human beings. I'm Shane Hendren, and I'm donating the piece, Container for Your Hopes and Dreams. It represents those things coming up and filling that space with life. It's that growth. And then on the top, there's a concho. Out of it is this piece that juts up, which is the handle that has the turquoise on top of it. It's a really important representation of water, is ultimately what we're looking at when we see those shell motifs. And that stone on top with that piece coming down is like the rain coming out of the sky. And it's nurturing all those things that are growing up from below. It becomes this representation of the ecosystem that we live in. You know, it's this continuous cycle of life, if you will. I just want you to remember that you're not buying an object, you're giving someone an opportunity. And when you get home with that object, you'll be able to tell everyone about it and about the great experience you've had by paying it forward.
Well said. Well said. This is,
Jamie is walking around this piece too, just over there. So if you want to see it closer, just
you
maybe
want to
flag
see
her
it
down.
up close.
Jamie, there's some people over here
So,
too who'd like to see the piece,
Some
please,
people
when
out
you're
there,
ready.
we're going to let this one circulate a little bit. You know, when I read this title, A Container for Hopes and Dreams, I thought, that's what IAIA is.
Perfect.
A container for hopes and dreams. This piece, this is an instant heirloom. It was inspired by his mother's kitchen table. So here's your chance. It's part of this tradition we've begun where artists collaborate with students, the art stars of the future. So you aren't going to be able to find this work anywhere else. It's only available here tonight to you. So let's bid till it hurts. Let's start the bidding at $2,500. I've got 25. Who will give me 3? I've got 3 in the back. 4. 4 in the front. 5. 5 in the back? Would you go 6? Would you go 6 in the front? 7. Looking for 7 in the back. 8. Would you go 9? Anybody at 9? I've got 8 on my left. Would you go 9? No. 9 right here. Thank you very much. Would you go? Let's let you know where we're going. Who'll give me 10? Who'll give me 10 grand? Who'll give me 10 grand for this instant heirloom, one of a kind? 10,000. Thank you very much. I've got 10 on my left. Who'll go 11? Looking for 11. I've got 10 on my left. I'm looking for 11. I'm looking for 11. Would you go 10-5? Would you go 10-5? She said, sure. Would you go 11? 11? 10-5 against you. Would you go 11? 11's such a lucky number. I've got 10-5. Would you go 11? I'm going to sell it for 10-5. Anybody else want in? I've got 10-5 down front. Going once, fair warning. Sold for 10-5. Thank you so much to you. Bidder number 385. Let her hold that piece. Thank you.
Our next item is by Virgil Ortiz, a set of 3 lithographs. Limited edition, 10 of 15, white Somerset satin paper, donated by the artist and Gallery Hózhó.
All right. I don't see Virgil here tonight, but let's just be clear. This is the set of 3.
Yeah.
This is a limited edition. This is number 10 of 15, printed at the famous Tamarind Institute. And this
Last
is it.
complete set.
Last
I don't know if
complete
you
set.
heard that.
You too can have the last complete set. And Virgil's not here, right? So Suzanne Frick is here from the great Gallery Hózhó, doing so many great things. Thank you for your generosity. Okay, this is a rare opportunity. Virgil's kicked open the doors for a whole movement of native futurisms, which so many artists are rolling through today. So 3 pieces. Let's start the bidding at 5,000. Who'll give me 5,000? I've got 5 in 4 places. Who'll give me 7,000? 7 in the back. Who'll give me 8? 8 in the front. Looking for 9. 9. Go 10. Would you go 10? Against you at 10 here. Would you go 11? 11? 12? Would you go 12 here? 13. Would you go 13? Would you go 13? All right, I'll try this. 13, thank you. 14, would you go 14? 14, thank you very much. I've got 14 looking for 15. I'm looking for 15 or 20. You can shut this thing down now if you want to. 20, thank you. Wow. I love it. All right. That's 3 pieces. That's like pretty good. That's a little less than 7,000 a piece. All right, would you go 21? Would you go 21? You'll visit him. Okay. I'm going to sell it. Fair warning. 21. Wow. All right, new bidder at 21. All right, this is going to hurt a little bit. Would you go 22? He's coaxing you. Would you go 22? It's against you at 21. Would you go 22? 22. It's such a great number. 22. Would you go 22? I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. Would you go 22? Don't shake. It's got to hurt a little bit. Like Shane said. Do it.
Do it. Oh, yes! Thank you.
Against you at 22. Would you go 23? Thank you.
Woo!
All right. 24. You all done all through? I'm going to sell it. Fair warning, 23,000. Sold to bidder number 513. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our next piece is a collaboration by some familiar faces. George Rivera, Kenneth Johnson, and Cody Sanderson collaborated on this piece. The pendant is entitled Rising Thunder. It includes 18-karat gold, sterling silver gemstones from Charles Aloma's estate, including Suzalite, Morenci turquoise, and Italian coral. This was donated by the artist. Jamie's walking it around. They've been working really, really hard on this. It's gorgeous. George said they would also polish it. If you didn't like the more rustic look, you can get it polished if you'd like that. But it's absolutely beautiful.
Hi, my name is Cody Sanderson.
Hi, my name's George Rivera. And we're here tonight to present to you a special collaborative piece. Rising Thunder is a piece that reaches back with gemstones from the Charles Loloma Estate collection. So the pieces of Suzalite are some of the finest pieces of gemstone Suzalite set in 18-karat gold over silver. And it features a Thunderbird that's rising up. We're looking upwards and onwards, and that's the genesis of this piece. It's important that IAIA has the necessary funding to run as an educational institution that is on such a high level. We want you to support the rising thunder of the next generation of artists, and it comes down to you. We don't want to depend on anyone else. This is the artist rising up, and we need you to rise up with those donations for tonight's artwork.
Best looking three amigos of any jewelers
That's true.
ever. All right. You know, this might hurt a little bit, but it's really going to feel good. This is an amazing piece, one of a kind. What a stunning.
Yeah.
This is an instant museum piece right here. So who'll start me out at 10,000? I've got 10 in the back. Looking for 12. I've got 12 over here. Looking for 14. I've got 12 on my left. Who'll go 14? I've got 12 on my left. Who'll go 14? 14 in two places. 16. Would you go 16? I've got 16 in the back. 18. Would you go 18? I've got 16 in the back. Would you go 18? 18. 20. 20, 22, 22, 24, 24, 24, 26. Anybody want in at 26? Would you go 26? Thank you. 28, 28, 30. Would you go 30? Let me remind you that last year the piece went for $80,000, the collaboration.
Gee, who bid on that? I don't know.
28,
28, 30, 30. Van, you want to shut this thing down?
Mike, Kenneth just said there's $10,000 worth of gold alone in the piece. So that's just part of it.
I'm at 30 in the back. Would you go 40? 40 in the back. Would you go 50? Yes. 60. 50, I'm looking for 60. 50, I'm looking for 60. 50 down front. Fair warning, I'm going to sell it for 50,000. Anybody else? Anybody else want in at 60? Cody, wrestle with him. 60.
James, over here. 55.
55. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Would you go 60? Would you go 60? Would you go 60? Would you go 60? I've got 55 on my left. Would you go 60? 60, yes. Thank you very much. Yes, it's a Thunderbird. It's an IAIA Thunderbird. I've got 60. I'm looking for 65. I've got 65 and 60 in the back. I'm looking for 65. 60 in the back. 60 in the back.
It is.
60 in the back.
18 karat gold, sterling silver, gemstones.
60 in the back. Would you go
Turquoise.
65? Would you go? You're
Italian
not going to
coral.
let her have it for 5,000, are you? Would you go 65? 65. Would you go 70? Would you go 70? I've got 65, table 15. Would you go 70? Just one time. Just this once. Just this once. Would you go 70? Such a lucky number, 70.
A lot of lucky numbers.
People quickly forget how much they spent after the event is over, and they just remember how much fun they had.
And how many kids they helped, right?
Would you go 70? The heat is on back there.
Trying to make sure kids graduate debt-free.
Would you go 70? Do it. No? All done? All through? I'm going to sell it. Fair warning. Sold for $65,000. Van. What's that number, Van? What's that bidder number? 529. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our next piece is by Dyani Whitehawk. It's titled They Gifted Day. It's a screen print, artist proof, limited edition, 6 of 6, donated by the artist.
IAIA is important for the next generation of Indigenous artists because it is absolutely invaluable to have a space where we can think together, where we can build together, where we can be challenged by one another together. I'm a proud IAIA alumni. Well, I made it through college on scholarships. I wouldn't have made it through without that support. The title of the work is They Gifted Day. Colored bands that go on the background of this particular piece. It's, recognizing the long lineage of artists and makers and creators have gifted us with such a rich tradition of artistic history and creative production and care for one another through making. When we contribute in the ways that we are able to, when we turn back and offer a hand of support to those students, we are supporting those students, we're supporting their families, we're supporting their communities, and we are supporting the health and well-being of our world.
Wow.
So I just want you to look carefully at this piece over here. The screen printing technique creates such a surface on that print. It looks like an original painting. It's a stunning, stunning work. Dyani was our commencement speaker in 2024 and received an honorary doctorate, and truly one of the luminaries of the Native art world. I was at the St. Louis Art Museum a few years ago, and I went into one of the galleries, and there was a giant piece by Dyani hanging right next to a giant Gerhard Richter. And I thought, that's it. That's where it's supposed to be, right there. So, rare opportunity. This is an artist proof, number 6 of 6. Let's start the bidding out. You can't buy it anywhere else.
It's from
ever.
her collection.
Here tonight. This is your only chance tonight. So let's start this one out at $5,000. I got 5. Who'll go 6? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 to my left. Who'll go 13? I've got 12 to 13. You're bidding against yourself. I love that.
Thank you.
14. Would you go 14? Would you go 15? 15. Would you go 16? Would you go 16? Take a look at it.
An
16.
artist proof,
Thank you
limited
very
edition.
much. 17. 18. 19. Would you go 19? 19. Would you go 20? Let's break the ceiling here. 20? I'm looking for 20. I've got 19 at the middle here. Would you go 20? Anybody else want in at 20? Would you go 20? Got 19. I'm looking for 20. Fair warning. Talk it over. Would you go 20? I've got patience. Would you go 20? You're still talking about it. Would you go 20? Do it.
Oh, no, this poor gentleman.
I've got 19, I'm looking for 20. I've got 19 on my left, looking for 20. You're at 19. I have you at 19. You want to go 20? I've got 20. Okay. 21 over here. Okay. That didn't last very long. 22. Against you at 22. 22. Uh-huh. How much would you like to bid? Would you like to bid 30? Keep bidding against yourself, but okay. I've got you at 22. I'm looking for 23. I've got you at 22. I'm looking for 23.
All right,
thank you.
you.
New bidder. New bidder on my right. 23, 24, 25. Would you go 25? 25, 26. There aren't any more of these. 26. Would you go 26? All done? You're going to let her have it for $1,000?
It's from Dyani's
Really?
personal collection.
Okay.
It's an artist proof, limited edition.
Okay. I'm going to sell it. I've got 25 on my right. Last chance. I'm going to sell it. Fair warning. 25,000. Sold for $25,000 right here. Bidder number 629. Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Our next piece is by Eddy Shorty in collaboration with IAIA students. The piece is titled Bear Dancer Number 3. It's bronze. And again, it was collaborated with students. The feather is designed by IAIA students. The piece has been donated by the artist.
I got a second chance at life with IAIA. They were able to find my talent. It woke up my inner spirit, inner connection with art. Studies, anthropology have uncovered bones. We did come from the north. I wouldn't have put this puzzle together if I had known where we came from. Through my people from the emergence, we come up from the third world. Now, we're in the fourth world.
It's just been a really fun time seeing all these students come together and just use their mind to create something so beautiful for the rest of the world to see.
It's spiritual. That's what it is. The Creator's there, alive.
It helped me continue with the rest of my work, just knowing that I had been chosen to be part of his sculpture.
We began to understand compassion, for the younger people and how they need to find a life and a way to pray for each other. The sacred animals, the sacred beings that we use. I think that's how our connection is, and appreciate what Creator's put for us here on earth.
It was made with love, care, and dignity.
Some have the talents. They have the talent to do it, but it's a lack of money, lack of tuition money.
I don't think I would have graduated IAIA without scholarships to help me through. I'm really appreciative for all those donors that I've never met but have blindly donated money to help me graduate. That's super compassionate.
I said to myself, I need to help some of these people, and it's a good opportunity for the younger generation. We need students that are out there to really educate themselves, to help our people, to lead our people. The Bear Dancer led the people to this area. This is Bear Dancer, and Bear Dancer is a living ghost at one point in that era, and I was able to bring it back to this time. And he was the protector, leading the people. And he was the initiated through a bear circle, had envisioned this bear as a protector. With this kind of help, donations and fundings, we can put our students through education. We can do that, we can help them that way to our next life.
Huge Nyawat Goa. Yahweh means thank you. Goa means big. So Nyawat Goa means a big thank you. It's kind of the biggest one you can get. So I thank you for finding interest in the sculpture and helping IAIA students carry on with their art.
That's what it's all about. Eddy, thank you. What a remarkable piece. Truly, what a stunning piece. This is just really remarkable. One of the student collaborators, Christopher, is here tonight also, taking some video back there. What a wonderful project that you pulled off, and the piece is absolutely stunning. So we need to find a good home for Bear Dancer. Who's going to start me out at 25,000? I've got 25 in the back, going 30. I'm looking for 30. 25 in the back, looking for 30. Got 25 in the back, looking for 30. 25 in the 30, got 30, looking for 35. Would you go 35? I've got 30 in the right, I've got 30 on my right. Would you go 35? Would you go 35? You're wiggling that card back there. Would you go 35? Would you go 30? 37. Nice. Wow, okay. We're at 37. I'm looking for 40 now. I've got 37 in the back. Any advance on $37,000? 30.
Nice. This is a 3/4 life-size piece.
I've got 40 on my left. I was going to say this would look really good in front of your place. I've got 40 here. I'm looking for 45. I've got 40 on my left. Would you go 45? 44, I'll take it. 45. 46. Would you go 46? Any advance on 45? I'm going to sell it. Fair warning, I'm going to sell it at 45,000.
Each feather designed by an IAIA student.
Mm-hmm.
It's gorgeous. One of a kind. Bronze statue.
Okay, 50,000. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. It's much better at 50,000. It looks a lot better. Yeah. So, fair warning, I'm going to sell it for 50,000. Any advance on 50,000? Fair warning, I'm going to sell it. $50,000. Bidder number 202.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
All right, we're moving on now to our paddle call, and to kind of get you ready for that, we want to show you this really great video that features some IAIA students, and listen closely to them describe what tonight means to them. It's really special.
IAIA is such an integral part in building connections between our Indigenous communities and the creative processes that we all collaboratively share. Having the support when you're a student to really focus on your work and your expression and your creative investigation is vital. Student scholarships, I was dependent on them. They supported my journey through IAIA and they were vital. And now look at me and my peers. If we hadn't had that support, in so many ways we wouldn't be on the journey we're on.
If it wasn't for scholarship opportunities, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be a first-time graduate within my family, and I wouldn't be setting that positive example for generations that will be after me.
I didn't have a lot of money growing up. I come from a family where we've lost our parents at an early age, and so some of the staff, some of the people that are within the IAIA community has truly become family to me. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done half the things I've done with my life without your support.
Little housekeeping.
Little housekeeping.
Little housekeeping. So for the paddle call, a reminder, everyone look at the back of your program. This is your bidder number. Confirm that your name is on the bottom. You don't want to bid with your neighbor's paddle.
Or
right?
maybe you do. They won't be your neighbor any longer, but that's okay. An IAA student will graduate debt-free, so worth it.
You can pay for your paddle call or winning auction item online. You'll receive an email and or text message with information about how to check out online. Before we get started with the paddle call, are there any special announcements anybody has tonight? Joanne.